Many dream of financial freedom and look for ways to create passive income. One of the most popular and simplest ways to create passive income is by investing in stocks of companies that pay a regular dividend. Dividends are commonly paid by mature companies that are growing more slowly. However, even companies that have a long track record of paying regular dividends may go through some difficult times, as we just experienced during the COVID-19 crisis, and may have to reduce or even completely freeze their dividend payments. Prominent examples include Walt Disney, Estée Lauder, Ford, Carnival, and many more. Dividends are never guaranteed. Investors who rely on dividends for added income, especially once in retirement, should always have a close look at how safe and sustainable the dividend they're getting paid actually is. For our dividend growth portfolio, we have introduced a dividend safety assessment, with which we determine if we still feel comfortable with the dividend safety profile of each of the stocks we hold, or if there could be rough times ahead for some of those. Some metrics are commonly used to determine dividend safety, such as earnings payout ratio or free cash flow payout ratio. However, those are only 2 out of total 12 metrics, which we use to determine the dividend safety profile of our stocks. The complete list of metrics used and how we calculate the dividend safety score is mentioned in the description. The maximum total score a stock can get is 18. A score of 15 to 18 is for 5-star dividend stocks, or very safe dividend for the foreseeable future. A score of 11 to 14 is for 4-star dividend stocks, or safe dividend for the foreseeable future. A score of 7 to 10 is for 3-star dividend stocks, or relatively safe dividend, to be monitored. A score of 3 to 6 is for 2-star dividend stocks, or dividend to be monitored very closely. Stocks with a score of 0 to 2 are considered 1-star dividend stocks, or high risk of dividend cut or suspension. Stocks with a score of below 0 are considered no star, keep your hands away dividend stocks. Before we go ahead, please help the channel by subscribing and hit the like button. We intend to post dividend assessment videos of different companies on a regular basis. Your support will help us a lot. Thank you. And do not forget to activate the notification bell to get notified as soon as a new video is online. In this first video of the Dividend Safety series, we will have a closer look at Texas Instruments. Texas Instruments was founded in 1930 and designs, manufactures, tests, and sells analog and embedded semiconductors. The company has 14 manufacturing sites worldwide with tens of billions of chips produced each year, and has nearly 100,000 customers around the globe. The industrial, personal electronics, and automotive markets combined made up 84% of Texas Instruments revenues in 2020. Texas Instruments trades on the Nasdaq under symbol TXN. Their market capitalization is approximately $160 billion. Their current dividend yield is 2.4%. Let's have a look at the dividend safety of Texas Instruments following their fourth quarter and full year 2020 financial results. Primary scores for Texas Instruments are: earnings payout ratio of 67.1%, score 1. Free cash flow payout ratio of 69.4%, score 1. Return on invested capital, 35.2%, score 1. Net debt to EBITDA, 0.2. The lower the better. Texas Instruments gets a score of 2. Operating margins are highly sector dependent. Therefore, we believe the better metric is comparing operating margins versus industry. With a plus 18.6%, Texas Instruments scores a 2. Dividend growth years. We believe the longer the dividend growth streak, the more a company will do everything in its power to keep the streak going. A good recent example is ExxonMobil. Texas Instruments has 17 of uninterrupted years of dividend growth, which gives it a score of 0. The secondary scores for Texas Instruments are 5-year average EPS growth, 13.4%, score 1. 5-year average sales growth, 1.1%, score 1. Average analysts estimated EPS growth next year, 7.6%, score 1. Average dividend growth past 5 years, 21.8%, score 1. Dividend in market downturns. Texas Instruments increased its dividend during the financial crisis, as well as during the COVID-19 related market downturn, score 1. S&P rating, A+ stable outlook, score 1. The total score for Texas Instruments is 14, which makes it a 4-star dividend stock. It is a strong and reliable dividend-paying company. The dividend is easily covered by free cash flow generation with still plenty of room to grow. Texas Instruments has a proven track record of raising its dividend even in difficult economic environments, such as the financial crisis and the COVID-19 related market downturn. The dividend yield of roughly 2.4% is also one of the higher yields when compared to its peers.